What is up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? It is Stressman here, and today I'm here to talk about my next movie in the Quentin Tarantino ratings. I'm probably going to be flamed in the comments for this one, but, well, specifically Israel for this. But I finally got ahead and watched Death Proof. And it really wasn't for me. Now, I'm not saying that it's a bad movie in any sense, but it is better than Jackie Brown. I will say that. Um, I found it more engaging to me. Now, again, this movie um, has more action in it than Jackie Brown, but again, it just wasn't as interesting to me as Tarantino's other films. And I know a lot of people do not like Death Proof, but I don't think it's his worst movie. I still think Jackie Brown is Tarantino's worst movie he's made. Um, but we'll get on to explaining this movie. You haven't seen it before. I'll try to be as vague as possible. If you want to watch these movies, again, this is just my ranking of these movies. And so yeah, so this is a grindhouse film. If you don't know what grindhouse is, it's kind of like that, like grimy. I really don't know how to like put into words. Excuse me. I really apologize for that. Um, I really, want to give it a good. Let me look up a good definition. That way, I can um, have it for you. I don't want to give a bad definition for it. Um, but okay, this is actually pretty good. Um, a definition for it. Um, a grindhouse film or an action house film is an American term for a theater mainly shows low budget horror or splatter or exploitation films. So, uh, if you kind of get that kind of like that sense of I'm trying to really think. I don't know if you were to really categorize the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre as a grindhouse film. I wish that. Yeah, I mean, it's essentially on the vibe of, um, again, in its definition, it's a low budget, it's like splatter and film and such like that. But Death Proof was released alongside Planet Terror. It's a movie made by Robert Rodriguez. It was a collaborative effort, and it's actually where you get the Machete films from. This movie because it's like a fake trailer in the movie itself, or I believe it's Planet Terror that it happens. But anyways, going back to Death Proof, I really like Kurt Russell's character. I believe it's just he's a little he's menacing, but at the same time, it's just um, it's it's fun to watch. Like just a fun, it's like a fun ride. You can take your mind out of it, and I do that with some of Tarantino's films. But when I'm first watching it, I'm not like disengaged. Like every one of Tarantino's films, I'm really engaged with, except for Jackie Brown. That literally is my like low ceiling, and I hate that I'm talking about it rather than just talking about Death Proof. But yeah, but again, Kurt Russell's stuntman Mike is good in this movie. Rosario Dawson's good in this movie. I believe Mary Elizabeth Winstead's in here. There's a lot of people in this movie. I think Eli Roth's in this movie. It's got a good cast for what it is. Now, some people don't last as long as other people. Again, I don't want to give away spoilers in this, but yeah, I do think this is a fun watch if you are into like low budget like slasher movies. And this really, I don't know if you'd really cut like make it a slasher movie in the sense of what it is. Like I don't put this in the same category as like a Friday the 13th or something like that. It's really hard to explain, but um I believe, like again, if you're into horror and like slasher movies, I think you'll really like this movie. Again, that's just not my type of thing. Like my favorite, I guess you could say, scary movie, which is hilarious that I say that sentence, but my favorite like scary, quote unquote, movies, excuse me, is Scream. I really like the Scream franchise. And I know that that's, some people might frown upon that, but I do like that series. I'm just not a big horror guy, so like again, I do like this movie. It's just it's my I don't want to say my least favorite because I wouldn't say this is like one of my favorite Tarantino movies. I would just say this is my least enjoyable, I guess you could say, because I do find some joy watching it. It's just it's not something that'd be like, let's watch a Death Proof. You know what I mean? But yeah. Uh, so yeah. Death Proof, I believe, came out in 2007. Like I said, alongside Planet Terror, underneath the Grindhouse name. And yeah, it just again wasn't my cup of tea, but you should give it a watch. I feel like I'm repeating myself. I am repeating myself. So there really isn't much else to talk about. Again, form your own opinion about it. This is just what I feel about it. It's just I didn't enjoy it as much as his next film. So I'll be back ranking the third film, and I've went back and I've decided that I'm going to rank Kill Bill 1 and 2 together. I know that they are two separate films, but Tarantino wanted it to be one film, so I'm just gonna rank it in itself. I know it's two films, but it's meant to be one film, and Tarantino counts it as one film because he said he was gonna make 10 movies, and if you count the two, he's already made 10 movies. So I'm ranking them both into one on my meter. So yeah. Uh, so yeah, that's my thing for Death Proof. So that is my second. That is the bottom. This is not starting from the top. This is my bottom, going to the top of my Tarantino list. So thank you guys for watching this video. I'll be back later doing some more. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.